Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jamera Lee. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you have not subscribed already, please do. This video is going to be another part to my Accutane series, and it is just simply what I use during my Accutane course. It's going to be very helpful just because if I would have had this prior to me going on to my Accutane course, I would have been set, I would have been happy, I wouldn't have much of the problems that I had throughout my course. And that is exactly why I decided to create this video. I decided to sit down and make this to share this with you guys because I know so many people are trying to get rid of their cystic acne. This kit is going to be like your Accutane like starter kit or Accutane must-haves. I don't know what I'm going to call this video just yet, but it's very helpful. So without further ado, I'm just going to stop talking and I'm just going to get right into the video. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to discuss is my facial products and everything that I used in this kind of realm here. If you guys don't already know, Accutane is a high form and oral dosage of vitamin A, and what it does to cure cystic acne is basically dry out all of the oil glands. While we're on this topic, if you have not checked out my Accutane side effect video, then I highly recommend you do so prior to going on this because you'll get a better understanding as to why these products are important and for which aspect if you were to watch my side effect video. So if you want, pause this video now and go take a look at that. But for everyone who's already watched that and are here to know the products I used, then the first product that I'm going to discuss is the facial cleanser. So there's a couple that I'm going to discuss. There's only two. So what I use throughout my course is the Cetaphil Daily Facial Cleanser. This is probably something that you already have. It's very inexpensive. It is super affordable. It is very gentle and sensitive to it's very gentle for sensitive skin. It helps, nourish your skin after cleansing it. It removes all the makeup and dirt that you have, as well as any excess oils, but without stripping all your oils. It doesn't make you feel dry after you wash it, and that's one thing that I don't like about a lot of facial cleansers. And there's so many that I've used and tried out that I could proudly say that Cetaphil, as a very inexpensive and drugstore cleanser, works just fine as all the high brand and great products that I've tried out there. I think it's like maybe $6 or $7 where I get it, but it's amazing and it does the job. The second cleanser that I'm going to be discussing is the IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Cleanser face wash. That is amazing. That's what I'm using now after Accutane, and I wish I would have known about it while I was on, just because it is so hydrating. It is so moisturizing and nourishing while being on the skin. So that product is a bit more expensive for a cleanser. It is a bit more pricey. It's higher end, obviously, and I do highly recommend something that is quality in a product always. So if you're looking for something that you want as a product that you want to continue using, whether it's while you're on Accutane, after Accutane, and just to include into your normal everyday skincare regimen, I highly recommend using the IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Cleanser. It's, like I said, it's very ultra moisturizing, which is super important because while you're on Accutane, everything is dry and you want moisture. You want things that are going to nourish your skin, just because it's so important to make sure that your skin is always hydrated at all times. So moving on, after the cleansers, obviously you need to moisturize your face after you wash it. So the moisturizer that I love and that I continue to use till this day while I was on Accutane is the Pond's the Blue Cap. I don't know if there's an actual name for it, but it's the Pond's Blue Cap moisturizer. It's super inexpensive, like I keep saying. Most of the products that I state on here are super affordable. They're like drugstore products that you can just pick up at any local drugstore, your local Walmart or anything, and you can't go wrong with it. Now, me being, an oily skin girl prior to going on Accutane, I was terrified of going on this just because my boyfriend used to use this all the time and it was so thick. It was so like nourishing. So I was like, oh my God, putting this on my face was like it felt so like just something that I never was used to, just because like if you've watched my videos before, you know that I steered away from any moisturizer. So this is a lot thicker. It is thicker. It's like a cream. It's a facial cream. So when you put it on your face, do not be scared. When I tell you, like a week into me being into Accutane, I was caking this on my face. Like I was dousing my face and neck in this just because it was so moisturizing. It felt so nice on my skin. As soon as my skin had that moisturizer on it, it felt so cool. There's like a cooling effect to it. It felt so good. It was so nice. But it's super inexpensive, super affordable, and it does the job at moisturizing and making your face feel super hydrated. Now I'm gonna be doing a lot of dupes, like affordable and then some that are pricey, just for you high-end product users out there. So another thing that I can recommend for you guys is before I get to the higher end product is I'm gonna mention this. So we all know oils and serums. So putting an oil on your face may sound scary, but actually oils do a great job at nourishing and making your skin feel super radiant, glowy, and beautiful from within. It gives you a really nice glow, and it is really healthy for your skin depending on the oil that you use, because obviously you don't want to cake on coconut oil on your face. I don't know who said put coconut oil on your face. It's probably something, it's so bad for you. It like clogs your pores. Don't do that. But I'm gonna insert a picture. These oils I picked up at TJ Maxx. They're super inexpensive. I'm sure you can find them on Amazon or something. If I find it, I'll link it down below if you guys want to purchase them. I love them. I love them. I like do mix matches like all the time of these oils and serums. What you want to do is you want to apply the serum prior. You want to let that soak in your face. It's going to feel a little dry, and then after you will go in with the oil. It is so moisturizing, and I promise you, when you wake up in the morning, like if you wash your face and you use this and you go to bed, your face is glowy, your face is radiant. It feels so smooth, it looks beautiful, and it's amazing. So I also recommend, I highly recommend oils and serums. They're amazing, and they do a great job at nourishing your skin and making them beautiful. Now, for the higher end product that may not be that affordable because it is pretty pricey, I love the brand Skin Medica. If you guys don't know what Skin Medica is or their line, it's a medical grade skincare product line. They do a great job with all of their products, and one of my favorite hydrating and nourishing products that they have is their hyaluronic acid. The best way for me to explain what hyaluronic acid is to compare the difference between a moisturizer and then a hydrator. So a hydrator is something that retains moisture. It's something that keeps you hydrated and is like a long-term hydrator and moisturizer on your skin. Whereas a moisturizer is more of like a temporary moisturizer. It's something that you have to continue to apply. Whereas having a hydrator like hyaluronic acid will allow your skin to stay moisturized. It will continue moisturizing throughout and make your skin look smooth, hydrated, and beautiful long term. So this product is amazing. It is pretty pricey, I can say that, but if you guys want to try it out, it is amazing. And what it also does is it smoothens your skin instantly. If you put it on your skin anywhere and you compare it to the other, or like right here on your eye, this is something that I love doing, is putting it right next to my eye, like because when I smile I kind of look chinky, but it removes and makes your lines super smooth. It gives like a natural smoothing effect, and it's amazing. It's just a great product throughout, so I highly recommend it. I will link it in down below. And then now for the lips, this is something that I talked about, and one of the main things that I think a lot of people going on Accutane here. So your lips get really dry. I was never someone to have dry lips prior to me going on Accutane. My lips were always moisturized. They were always nice, big, and juicy. I love my lips. And as soon as I got on Accutane, it was one of the first things that hit me as a side effect was my dry lips. I woke up the next morning after taking my first pill and I was like, oh my God, I feel the dryness. And I tell you, you get slits in between your lips start to crack, your lips start to look yucky. If you've ever had a parched mouth, or if you were out in the sun all day and just forgot to apply lipstick or haven't eaten anything and you get like all these white stuff, that happens just naturally with Accutane. So you want to make sure that your lips are protected at all times, and they're hydrated. And a great product that does the job is the Aquaphor Lip Repair. I love. I mentioned it before. It's something that I continue to use to like till today. It's one of my favorite lip products there is. It feels so nice on the skin and it does the job. It makes my lips feel super hydrated, super smooth, and it protects them like no other. Trust me, I tried Carmax, I tried Blister X, I tried pretty much every single lip product that there is that you can find anywhere, and nothing compares to Aquaphor lip repair. Now another thing is my eyes. So your eyes will get very, very dry, and I mean super, super dry. Like I said, the Accutane dries everything out, even your eye sockets, which sounds scary, but it is the truth. So you want to make sure that your eyes are also nourished throughout the day, especially if you work from your phone or computer just like I do. I literally work off my phone and my computer 24/7. It's bad, I know, but it's what I do. But what I love using and what I made sure to have on me at all times was an eye drop. Eye drops are super, super important. You want to make sure to have them and keep them on you, just because your eyes will get irritated. And the bad thing about it is that my dermatologist and other things that I've read, you don't want to go and buy and spend money on a prescription just because of Accutane. So you want to make sure that you wait a couple months after you finish your Accutane course to then find out what type of prescription or what type of eye care, eyeglasses you need, just because your eyes can go back to normal. My eyes have always been crap from even before I went on Accutane, so I knew having a bad eyesight, it would just get worse. So having bad eyesight and being on Accutane will just make it worse. So I was already prepared and I knew that before going into my course. So what I do recommend for all of you guys is to buy an eye drop kit. Have a couple just laying around. It's super important to make sure that your eyes are hydrated, just because it does get bad. It'll give you headaches. It'll make you strain your eyes a lot. So eye drops are a must. Also, your nose. So I mentioned in my SetFX videos, I used to get nosebleeds while being on Accutane, just because of how dry the insides of my nose were. They would get really raw. I would feel a lot of pressure, and it wasn't pretty and it wasn't fun and it was super uncomfortable. So what I highly recommend as well is purchasing a saline nasal spray. You can find them anywhere. Spraying that in your nose, giving it a couple minutes, and then going in with an Aquaphor ointment and coating that with a Q-tip all around the insides of your nose, just because it gives it a lot of moisture and nourishes it, and it prevents any more rawness or anything like that, and it'll reduce the amount of pressure and pain and uncomfort that you feel. Okay, so going back to what I was saying, onto the body. Your skin obviously gets super dry and you're gonna have a lot of dry patches. Someone like me, I've never had this happen to me before, and I've never had eczema in my life. So what I do recommend, since you are gonna have dry patches and super dry, irritated skin, is getting body lotion for eczema users. And the best one that I tried and I loved throughout my Accutane course was the Eucerin. It had like a red cap and it was the thicker cream. It's very heavy, it's very like greasy, but I'm telling you, it makes your body and your dry patches on the skin feel amazing. Another thing is making sure that you are drinking a lot of water. And I know this may seem very cliche, just with anything, water is great, but specifically while you're on Accutane, because of how dry you are, you want to make sure that you are staying hydrated at all times. Because if not, you will feel very dizzy throughout the day. You're gonna get headaches frequently, and headaches and just feeling nauseous and dizzy is not fun. Trust me, take it from my personal experience. I'm someone who usually always gets headaches, so having the headaches being 10 times worse just because of how dehydrated I was not fun. As far as all the products, that is it. It's super simple, and this is just important to remember. You want to make sure that your skincare and all the products you use are at a minimal, nothing too crazy. You don't want to use any masks on your skin. You don't want to use anything that you usually normally would. You don't want to go out to get facials. You don't want to go get your eyebrows waxed. You don't want to get, you don't want to do the normal things that you usually do, which sucks. It's going to be a while. It's going to be a couple months of just being without doing masks or all that beauty skincare stuff, just because you want to keep it very simple. Accutane is doing the job for you. So just keep in mind, what you want to focus on is making sure that you are healthy and you are taking care of your body, just because Accutane is going to be so detrimental to you. So just be sure to hydrate internally with drinking water, making sure that you are hydrating externally with the products that you use. One last thing that I do want to mention is super important as well. Accutane does a lot of bad to your liver, so you want to stay clear of drinking any alcohol while you're on this medication. You also want to make sure that you're not taking any Motrin or any, I'm gonna butcher this word, acetaminophen, or whatever, or however that's called. Any medicine that has that in it is not good. You can take other pills, take them at a minimal, but just be sure to stay clear of things with acetaminophen in it. But that is it for this video. Like I said, everything is kept at a minimum, and it is very basic. So I hope this was very informative for you and helps you guys out. Like I said in the beginning of this video, if I would have known all of these products, I would have been set. So I hope that I was able to help you in that way. Thank you guys again so much for clicking on this video. And like I said, give this video a huge thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you thought it was very informative, leave a comment below just telling me if you enjoyed this video or what other videos that you'd like to see next. And again, thank you so much for clicking on this video, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye.